Chat, quick, before Rob leaves. The originator of the super chat. Don't let him go.
You have wheels.
Don't let him go. What's up, everybody? My name is Garrett. This is Out Reptiles. Did they super chat? Did they super chat?
I don't know. I'm not pulling up yet.
Somebody. Chris, where are you?
Oh man, that was a lot to take in, guys.
Sorry, we were in the middle of something, but we're gonna live stream now. So obviously we're in the middle of something. We've got all kinds of chaos going on over here, tools and everything. Thomas chilling in the corner. Everyone want to say hi to Thomas. And then of course, you know, it's Wednesday here, so we just finished cleaning all the babies. So we got all our baby tubs done. We moved all the animals over for shipping this week, which is not going to happen because of Hurricane Ivan. Thank you, Ivan. Obviously, all of our hides, water dishes, and stuff like that. And then I'm sure, like on a typical Wednesday we do here at Out Reptiles, I will probably end up pulling open all the adult cages and showing you those because those ones have not been cleaned yet. So that's probably what's going to happen. But, oops. Mute, don't mute. Yep, copyright infringement. Ooh, YouTube. Did you guys see the redesigned Countach? Someone wants to buy me one of those. The Countach.
What is a Countach?
Thomas just said, what is a Countach?
Oh, yeah, I was saying a bad word there for saying another language.
Oh, man. Somebody please explain. Anyway.
How do you spell
that? Countach. Oh, what's up, everybody? Yeah, so we got the cat thing going on. We're jagging with somebody on there.
Oh.
Who was it?
Okay, it's a Lamborghini.
It's a new Lamborghini. It was like a super 80s.
Yeah,
you know, kind of like dated.
It looks like a DeLorean, kind of. Like a DeLorean.
Sort of. I mean, it's a Lamborghini. It's the one that everybody had on their posters of the wall when they were kids. And they've redesigned it. I think it's coming out 2023, but they're only making like 100 some of them. But the redesign is amazing. I don't know how they pulled off such a, like, it very much looks like a Countach, but it's modern, you know. Very cool. So, anyways, what were you saying I was supposed to say about cats? Because we're on this cat roll.
The title for today's live is How Many Cats Have My Retic Eaten?
What? All right.
Sometimes you just throw
If you're just here for that, guys, total clickbait. Our Retics have not eaten any cats. I was telling a story when I was a kid. I had an Oscar, you know, those South American cichlids that tried to eat a cat that was trying to eat him. That was pretty funny. He pulled the cat underwater and the cat's getting, you know, ripped around. The Oscar had his paw and he's like shaking him around underwater. It was priceless. If you like watching, I don't know, what is it? I mean, we're all animal lovers here, but there's something about, it's just the curiosity got the cat thing. Like, cats are being curious and they're doing something dumb, and then it's like instant karma moments, and we all love it. So, anyways, how's everybody doing? My fan's making noises?
Yeah.
We'll fix it. All right, so, no, actually what we're all about here is Dwarf and Super Dwarf Retics, and those of you guys who know what's up and have been here before know that after this live video, we are going to post a community post asking for your input and questions, and then we'll cover that in next week's live. So we actually have a list of those questions from last week, if you guys asked. And if you just want that instant gratification, what you can do is throw us a super chat. We'll stop everything, answer your question, comment, whatever. Usually we do a ridiculous dance. I don't really have anyone here to help me do the super chat dances except for Thomas.
Do you want to drop your number? Do you want to mention that?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to be on this live? If you do, you can text me a short super chat dance to 412-925-1933. You want to put it in the comments section?
Not 412-925.
1933. People have sent in pictures of themselves, their kids, their dogs, stuff like that. Give us a good little super chat dance, and then I will, you know, flash it up here for everybody to see. Right here live, you can be on our channel.
I'm going to change the title on this to Do Retics and Cats Mix, because we're slightly lower than normal numbers, and I'm thinking maybe it's because people are too scared to click on the video. Here we go. If you refresh your page in 5 seconds.
All right. So, Thomas, after you change the title there, what is our first question? What do we got?
First question.
What do you guys want?
Do you want a serious one or a less serious
I want the first one.
Okay, the first one.
We take all kinds of
Newest
questions
first,
here.
so I can go to the bottom. Alright. What is your most favorite snake combo that you don't already own?
Oh, that's an extensive list.
What's your most favorite?
Hold on. Hey, Summer, how's it going? My most favorite snake combo that I don't already own. The thing with super dwarves is it takes so long to like refine anything into those small bloodlines that currently we're working with a very classic palette. You know, like if you have an 87.5% super dwarf tiger, it's like, wow, that's amazing. You know, a 75% super dwarf albino, it's like, holy cow. So you don't get a lot of these like really hot combos. I would say, oh gosh, I don't know how to do it. Anthrax makes a lot of cool combos that are not in super dwarf. I love Sunfire Anthrax, and then the really, really dark ones like Sunfire Mochino Anthrax are hot. So that's kind of cool from like a dark heavy pattern perspective. Genetic stripes, we have actually some of the first that I've seen in like a long time. Super dwarf het genetic stripes, 100% het. So that's a recessive gene that's not in there. Those are really underrated. I'm sure that once we start producing visuals, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I gotta have one. The problem is now is the time to get the 100% hets, because once you start making them, the visuals will probably be pretty expensive, and everyone will want hets at that time, but there won't be any available because you bred het to get them. So there will only be possible hets. So somebody ought to, you know, jump on that one, get the 50% Calato, 100% het genetic stripes we have. But the genetic stripes are great in any color combo. The standard ones are really silvery blue, and I want to definitely bring that in, those bluish colors in, so like, you know, into the genetic stripe project. Again, Mochino is awesome.
I'm imagining a non-reptile person coming here and hearing Anthrax makes very good combos.
Ooh, yeah, just mix up some Anthrax, feed it to a cat. No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we had somebody asking for a snake. They said a snake that my cat won't eat or that won't eat my cat. I can't guarantee the behavior of your cat, really, or probably the snake if you leave it unattended with the cat. But if you can keep your animals out of each other's mouths, you should be fine. Keep the snake in a secure enclosure, and I don't think you'll ever have an issue.
Do you want to know something slightly messed up? I actually got the title, the original title inspiration. If you guys are just hopping in here, the original title was, how many cats have your Retics eaten? That actually came from Summer's question on the Patreon post. She said, be honest.
Be honest, how many? Oh, so that was a real question?
That was a real question.
Summer's asking how many
But it may or may not
cats.
have had to do with the fact that we asked them not to ask cat questions.
She's just giving you issues, huh?
That's what I'm saying, but it honestly got my, brain juices flowing.
Zero. And I think that would be very socially unacceptable. Although, I gotta tell you, man, cats are a problem. Like, stray cats, I don't know. I'm not, like, prejudiced against different species of animals. I think they should all be treated with respect. And in the same way, I treat, like, the rodents that we feed to the snakes with respect. So, I personally, I think stray cats probably would make a good food source. I'd rather see that happen than, like, you see truckloads of them being called in Australia because they're devastating the wildlife out there. I'd rather see them go to use, you know? I mean, someone needs to figure out some cat taco recipes or something. You know what I mean? Eat them, do it right. But I don't know. That's my probably very politically incorrect opinion on that.
All right. So on the Patreon post, Ryan.
Oh, albino orange ghost stripe. That would be a good one too. I love the albino
Says,
orange ghost stripe
and
stuff.
Flex and Python says, I've eaten more cats than every retic you've ever had.
What? I don't think so. Can that possibly
there
true?
would've been a cat gone missing.
Every retic I've ever had
Well, you
means
say-
you've eaten
I don't know if
lots
I don't
of
know.
cats.
I think he means
Have you
more
ever?
than your retics have ever eaten.
He's
but he
eaten
worded
more
it-
cats than every retic that I've ever had. Oh,
So
well,
he's not saying quantity.
every
of
retic
retics.
I've ever had is zero. Have eaten 0 cats. So
That's
you've
the-
actually
yeah,
eaten
it
cat.
was
That's
slightly-
what I'm
it was
getting at.
interestingly worded. Have
Yeah,
you
but-
ever eaten cat?
But he's still saying that he ate cat. I have never eaten cat. No. I had an opportunity to eat dog once. I ended up passing on it. Not because it was dog. I would have eaten a dog, but yeah. Crazy. So.
All right. Well.
Ballpark on a wild type female that's gonna stay 8 to 10 feet. I think right now we're probably sold out for the season, but you can find them for like $500. You know, good high percentage ones probably worth paying for at $750, $850. But I think the only ones we have that are super small are like the Karampa marble stuff for females now, to answer your question, Tom. So.
All right.
What do we got?
Ryan Hood wanted to know, can you tell some stories of snakes you sold that you wish you kept? And snakes you wish you sold but didn't?
There's, like, honestly, everybody says this, you know, or at least I've heard it a lot when people start collecting snakes and they breed their first clutch and they're like, how could I possibly sell any of these babies? And, you know, they're like, I don't know how professional breeders do it. It's true. There's a lot of snakes that are super hard to sell. I mean, some of the ones that jump to my mind immediately, one of our patrons, if you guys aren't on Patreon, you should check it out, but one of our patrons pulled a holdback female that was a platinum Motley Tiger off of me this year. That was really sad. I want that thing back. Honestly, there's a lot. It's not... There's so many, like, cool snakes. We look at the babies all the time. I'm like, how the heck can I sell these? I can look in the sales rack right now, like the rack of snakes that's for sale, and just show you snakes. Like, how on earth could I even think about selling this? But they are for sale.
Dude Man Guy 12 says, hi Garrett, it's your big fan.
What's up, dude man?
It's a great name.
So yeah, boy, I don't know, that's pretty tough. I've sold tons of them constantly. I'll sell one tonight if you call me, and you know what I mean, work it out. I've kind of come to grips with that. It's sort of what I do. Ones that I wish I had sold and hadn't, I don't think I have any of those.
I mean, I think you would say you could find a way to enjoy almost any snake.
Yeah, I love I don't have any snakes where I'm like, oh, I wish I could get rid of this. And honestly, like in the niche of the market and where it's at right now, like if I had a holdback adult and I wanted to sell it, it would probably go pretty quick for a lot of money. So there's, you know, a lot of incentive for me to sell those animals. So I don't know that's ever happened. There's a lot of animals like throughout my life that I would not have bred. Probably every mainland project, with the exception of like getting a specific bull that didn't exist from another breeder yet, because I just saw too many mainland babies. And I only ever had a couple clutches of them, but like I don't think any of those animals are still alive in anyone's collections anymore, which is super sad. Whereas a lot of the superdwarves are much easier, better to, you know, people take better care of them. They're more able to take care of them. So that's pretty tough. But Ryan says, how about Logo when he was young? Yeah. I mean, I wanted to sell him. I was joking. I had Logo and carbon fiber. We should pull him out. You want to show him Logo?
Sure.
Let's go take a look. Logo is a snake that was named by some of our Patreon crew. Where's he at? What's up, buddy?
Do you want to tell them what we do later in the show so you can make sure to stick around?
Oh, yeah. If you guys are new and you're just tuning in, one of the things we do is we name some of the snakes. If we're producing snakes, I'd still keep a lot of snakes. And so we give them names if you hang around till the end and name one of the snakes. Look at those colors. Can you see that? Ooh, rainbows. This is Logo. He's almost like a bronze color.
This is Logo? Oh, man. Wow, I just registered that.
Yeah, good looking, huh? I actually pulled him out. So I was like, this is like an ugly brown poop snake, because his brother was the carbon fiber, which was incredible. It was like a ice white with gray and black pixels everywhere. Really cool combo. It ended up it was a Anery, Motley Golden Child, Ultra Ivory. So basically what you had was an all black snake and an all white snake all in one, and you can wait to see the genetics duke it out. And this guy was like the turd that was left over. So he got a lot of the different genes, actually all of the genes from the breeding, but they're all heterozygous. So 1 layer of Motley, 1 layer of Golden Child, 1 layer of Platinum, and 1 layer of Tiger on this guy. He's 50% Superdwarf plus some Jamp sauce on top, and he's head Anery Posset Albino. So he's a great snake, a cool breeder, but like, I mean, if you look at Motley Golden Childs, we got a big stack of stuff.
Oh, I thought you were coming on here, man.
No, I was gonna show them, but they've got me blocked.
Oof.
I can't show you guys my actual baby, like the Motley Golden Childs we have for sale right now are like solid black, and they're beautiful. And so that guy you're adding more genes to and making it, in my opinion, uglier. Here's one right here. This girl's really pretty.
We got Amanda Page. Hi, all the crazy cat ladies.
What's up, cat lady? How you doing, Amanda? This is a crazy Motley Golden Child.
Brian Farley.
Hey, Brian. I owe you a phone call. I'll get to it. I'm trying. This is an Anery Motley Golden Child, so they're like super black. It's like the all black snake. This one's got a reverse birthmark. Look at that. Ooh. And it's Anery, so instead of that coffee brown black, this one is like a super dark charcoal gray, basically. So this is a really cool snake. She's Posset Albino too. But if you add Platinum and Tiger to this, you end up with a brown snake, which I just thought was like a less than. So I kind of wanted to sell logo and keep the carbon fiber male, and I ended up selling the carbon fiber, but I needed those genetics to bring that project forward to the next generation, and I kept logo. But I mean, you can't buy him now, you know what I mean? He's mine. I like him. He's cool. It's never that I didn't like the snake.
You like logo? I thought they were...
No, I just think he's the ugly duckling. That's all. You know what I mean? He's just like a brown.
Do you feel like you were
snake?
Yeah.
That everyone liked him before me?
Oh, I was gonna say the ugly duckling better, but.
Oh no, that I was a late bloomer myself personally. I don't know. We're still waiting for Thomas to bloom.
Oh man, on live stream, you heard it here first.
Oh man.
Nathan C says, "I'll take logo off your hands for a while."
See, everybody else
Super
liked
chat.
Logo except for me. What's
First
up?
super chat of the day,
Super
guys.
chat.
We'll drop everything and announce.
This
you
is
and your
why
important
I need
question.
you guys to send me some messages.
Yeah, hold on.
My
let's
super
try
chat
bring up
answers
the chat,
are pretty
announce
lame.
Everybody,
Let's hear it.
just tell them what we can do to get super chat answers.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to be on our video, text me your super chat dance. Again, my phone number is 412-925-1933.
All right, I
So,
saw Clint's Reptiles video
Tanner.
on SD Retics this
What's up,
week.
buddy?
Do you agree with the overall score? Any info you think you left out?
You know what's funny is that Clint was telling me before he made the video that they might be the highest scoring snake of all time. But his scoring system, and he even said this in the video, kind of shows you some of the shortcomings of the scoring system in judging a snake. Because the whole video, he's like, these are the best snakes ever. And it ended up, what was it? Final score with like a 3.6, which really isn't that high out of 5. So there was some like strange caveats and stuff that played into the number. So I think
You were one of the strange caveats, actually.
I was a strange caveat.
Well, I would say like availability because you can't produce more.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like
Come on,
availability
you get
is
more
great.
out there?
I mean, I just showed you guys like a drop dead gorgeous Anery Motley Golden Child, you know, Posset Albino female that's sitting in there for sale. That's the kind of stuff everybody asks and wants about. It's just that what you want might not be in your price range if you're like beginner pet thing, because the smaller they are, the more expensive they are. And that's a weird thing about Superdwarfs, because the cheap ones are the ones that'll get big, right? The expensive ones are the ones that stay small, and when you're just getting into something, you want something small and cheap. And those are harder to find. They're not expensive. They start out in the 300s, you know? You can get a nice, like, pet retic male, but those kind of snakes sell really fast. So, info that he left out, I don't know. Clint is thorough, man. He's good. He covered a lot of it. You can see how much he loves his snakes. He got the first Superdwarf from me a couple years ago now. Was it a year and a half ago? Yeah. And she was already a little bit older, so you can see she's like that big around and just cruising. Beautiful little girl. And he fell in love with it.
Apparently.
That's what he said. He said he was getting handled so much. So there's like lots of snakes that people like to ooh and ah after. But as far as like a pleasure to be around, that snake was winning and it was getting handled so much. He asked me for a second one to kind of spread it out because he didn't want her to be so stressed. And that's when he got that dwarf / super dwarf purple male. So I don't know. I think they're pretty phenomenal. Really, we just need a few more people to kind of pick up the torch, get some good bloodlines, the stuff that everybody wants, and just breed more of them so that they can become more available. It's a great place to be in from like it's not about money, but if you wanted to breed reptiles, you should breed reptiles that people want. So this is a great reptile for that because everybody wants them. There's not enough to go around. It's driving the price up more than it has to. But if people kind of picked up that torch and they bred them like they do some of these other species that are, more common, that price could come down. I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to buy a $200, 50% super dwarf male that stays 7 feet. I think that would be great. That's an awesome beginner snake. We just, maybe not like absolute beginner snake, but, someone as a first retic, that would be a great first retic. So, yeah, I don't know. We just need you guys to buy good bloodlines and breed them. Don't buy crappy bloodlines and try to shortcut it, or you end up, never actually making anything that good.
All right. Brian Parks wants to know how to stop my retic from going for my hand when I try to take her out.
Going for your hand? Like trying to strike at you?
Response.
You got to watch. Can you drop a video link in the comments? So we have a bunch of training videos. If she's going for your hand, there's something going on. I don't really have enough information to do that, but you're either coming at her like a predator and terrifying her before you've put in the work to build up a relationship with her that she trusts you and understands who you are. And that could be, it's not necessarily like only handling. It could be the type of cage that makes her feel really exposed or lack of good hides. So it could be that, or it could be something where she's looking for food and you're assuming that when you open the cage and you put a warm-blooded prey item in, and then the next time you open the cage and you put your warm-blooded self in there, that she's going to first ask what it is and then try to grab it. Whereas in the wild, these things have to take meals as they come. So sometimes they'll bite first, ask questions later. And in that scenario, you probably need hook training. So you could probably do the lifelong
taming an aggressive baby snake video.
Yeah, that's a good one for like
another one you're thinking
for
of?
like yeah, and so the lifelong trainer tells all or whatever with the fist and Riley in it. Yeah, my daughter does a lot of snake training for us around here. And that kind of goes over both. But those are both good videos. So check the links out. If you guys have questions about super dwarf stuff, go on Reach Out Reptiles page and find the search bar that's on our page and just put like training or defensive or whatever. We have how many videos now? 300-400 about super dwarfs?
No. We have, that's a complicated question. We have about 320. But a bunch of them are private.
That sounds like 300-400.
Ryan Hood is plugging for us a lot. Thank you, Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
Says email info@reachreptiles and Gary will show you that he has one just for you. I think he doesn't think you have enough emails this week.
I don't. That's fine. I have G.I. Joe is answering emails from Korea right now, so send away. Send the emails
24.
away.
Honestly, with the coverage, because he has a 9-hour difference.
Yeah.
The coverage, it's almost 24-hour.
24-hour service. Yeah.
We just need to get.
Except I don't answer any, so you'll get answered tonight when you go to bed. I answer some emails, but like right now I'm answering, I don't know, boring business emails, not fun snake talk emails. It's a weird thing about being like the business owner. You end up paying everyone to do all the parts you love. Rob gets to hang with the snakes and breed them. G.I. Joe gets to talk about snakes all day long. You know what I mean? And I get to figure out like payroll taxes.
Yeah, exciting.
Go figure.
All right, let's jump into some questions on the Patreon post. Tristan Cowder wanted to know if someone wanted to go bioactive for their dwarf or super dwarf, what kind of cleanup crew would be the best for them since they're larger animals than what you'd normally keep on bioactive?
So I was not, for many years I was like, but there's no way a bioactive enclosure could keep up with a retic just because they pee and poop a lot, But when I went to Doc Murdoch's house, he had all his retics on bioactive and they were like pretty big snakes in small cages. This guy was fairly old school, So way smaller cages than I would keep my retics in, but it still worked like all the more. That's additional proof that the bioactive works. So, I mean, you definitely want your dwarf whites in there. I would put a bunch of isopods. You want stuff that can definitely handle like the humidity, and then you just have to kind of like take care of it a bit. You know, it ends up this muddy sludge, but a lot of it is just bacteria and everything that grows naturally. I was amazed that his retic cages were bioactive and that it could keep up with it. It takes a long time to establish it, but I mean, I would throw all the stuff in there, the big guys too, like earthworms and stuff like that, and I think you're good. So in all honesty, I haven't done it. Not successfully. We played with some bioactive in this enclosure, but not like we weren't really trying or anything. We put some cleanup crews and threw some soil in there and kept one side moist, and that was about it. But I didn't do any drainage layers or anything. So
Luke, I'm your father. It says we need a Retics Reptile Superdwarf calendar with
everybody
hints
says
and trivia
calendar.
spread. I know it's we have a whole media team here. We can make it happen.
Oh, really?
He says with hints and trivia spread throughout the calendar. Also show when breeding season starts.
Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, that's a really good idea. I don't think that they're like necessarily like as like lockdown seasonal as other stuff is, but I think it would be very cool. Like each female is pretty predictable. Like once you know your female, so I think you could definitely have a calendar that has a template to transfer important dates, and you could kind of fill in like, for example, when did your female lay last year, and then it would have a template to fill in all the dates for her on the calendar. That'd be pretty cool. So I like it. Good idea.
Eric Blake wanted to see a snake.
I think we should do like viewer contributions for the calendar. Like, wouldn't it be cool if everyone sent us in pictures of their dwarf and super dwarfs?
Patreon.
And we picked out. Well, we could like Patreon would be an awesome way to judge it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can do crowdsourced, or we could keep it for Patreon and just have them.
Look at this guy giving all the special perks to Patreon.
Listen, yeah, it's not that hard for $5 a month.
That's true.
We'll announce
$5
the calendar.
$5 a month, you can join Patreon.
You can just
and you
pop
get to
in when
see
we
a lot
start
of
doing
cool
the
stuff.
calendar and just say your bit.
Working the
throw your
loopholes
pictures
over
there.
here.
Cancel your subscription. Come back because you regret your decision to cancel it, and then.
I want to see your guys' pictures of super dwarfs. I think it would be really cool to get everybody in there, and then I mean we can contribute some as well and sort of fill in, especially if there's like small little things throughout the calendar. But like the main things, I think it'd be cool to pick like the top, you know, if it's a 12-month or 14-month, like however many pictures, and do it. That'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be fun to throw it together and like just do one of those things where we donate all the proceeds to US Arc so everybody can get involved and yeah, do it a good way. That'd be pretty cool.
All right.
We do not brumate our snakes. No, retics are pretty equatorial, so they don't hibernate or do anything like that. We don't really change the temperatures. They get a little access to temperature differences. It's pretty warm right now. Gets fairly cool in the winter naturally, but nothing we do intentionally. So.
Right, Eric Blake on the Patreon post asked, my daughter Lily, well, it's more of a request. My daughter Lily is watching live and asks to see the 2-year-old, I'm assuming, platinum female.
All right.
Is that a big one?
For Lily. Yeah. We can pull her out. That's fine. I gotta find a hook.
This one's for you, Lily.
Yeah. Lily, you better actually be watching. I'll tell you what. I'll pull this snake out for you if you have your old man send me like a super chat dance to the 4129251933. Let me see here. No super chat dances yet. So you owe me a super chat dance so that we can play that on the next super chat, and I'll pull the snake out that you want to see.
How the turntables have turned.
Well, you know, Eric, right? Eric, come on, it's probably just he's like, oh, my daughter wants you because he knows I'm a sucker. For the kids. You're not conning me, are you, Eric?
Oh, that one's not even big.
No, she's not big.
I thought you were saying like big.
No.
Oh man, Eric, you don't have to do anything.
This is what? Hey, me and Lily have a deal.
Ooh,
this is a 2.5-year-old. This isn't the super
someone
dwarf.
wants
This
to
is
see
just
the
a
rock
dwarf.
Pebbles.
There it is. Yeah, we can do that. We should tell them about the corn snakes. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
We had our very first corn snakes ever hatch here at Reach Out
completely-
Reptiles.
I actually haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. And we got 2 tesseras. We had 2 eggs. We got 2 tesseras. So we'll show you those. That was kind of fun little project for my kids. That's not something that we sell or do anything with here, but just kind of a fun little side thing. So yeah, here's the platy girl. She's pretty. Pause energy.
Justin Wolthuis says,
Pretty girl.
Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hi guys, huge fan. What a beautiful snake. Positive Power says she's beautiful.
Oh, she's a looker. Platinum is nice because it really is like, it's just a retic. It's like the wild look and all that. Oh man, we're going to be severely limited because he literally stacked all these things up in front of
the rock is in the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think you guys get to see it. Look at this giant
Wait,
pile.
why are we calling it the rock? It's Pebbles. Pebbles.
Pebbles the python. And
Pebbles
the
the
corn
rock.
snakes are over there.
This is almost here. You talk and I'll.
You're gonna move 300 tubs.
Can they stack or should they not?
They are stacked.
But
They
do
have
they,
to
but do
dry.
they need to? We can move it as a unit. Do you want to watch this live?
No, I don't
Is
think
there
so.
any way that's gonna
If
happen?
you drop those, each one of those things costs like $8. So you drop that and they all crack. You just
Knock it off my bed.
That's like a couple $100 that you cost
That's
me there
true.
trying to be lazy.
Well, if someone super chats a couple $100, you know what we're doing.
Oh man.
Tom Pelletier.
Someone said be careful with cats. So I saw somebody that said they were fairly new here. They were asking. Let me see. Dwarf of the day.
Oh, we get them.
Dwarf of the date. Fan retic every day. There we
Oh,
go.
that's really a bad idea.
Just put all our for the days for the year up. We're talking about, for you guys that don't know, Dwarf of the Day is a little thing we do on our Instagram. We put a picture up
And
every
Patreon.
single day. Well, Patreon, we
Dwarf
actually
of the
talk
Week.
about like the bloodlines and everything. That's a great place to learn about, all that kind of stuff. So, because we see it, cat plus snake equals cat in snake and or dead cat snake, thanks to cat chew bacterial heck. Yeah, cats and snakes together, they don't really mix. I mean, in this case, you're going to have 95% of the time the cat's going to be the winner.
Super chat
From
Anna Kevlin.
Woohoo!
Hey, I don't see a dance.
What's up?
What about Tanya?
I don't see a dance. Don't need to see a dance, you saying?
She didn't say don't need to see a dance. You gotta be more
All right,
specific than
bring it.
You just danced. You have to super chat again.
All right, next one's for you. I'm trying to find some comments here. Let's see.
I haven't really pulled much off the YouTube post. We've
Well, give me some.
I'm
Give me some of the
actually
questions.
super
I was
proud of
looking
you.
for.
You've been
I
reading
saw.
chat a lot.
I'm trying to. Let's see. Do I worry about certain substrate for enclosures when the snakes are eating? Yes. Anything that's like a big chunk, if the snake swallows it, it can get impactions. So don't feed them on stuff like that. Baby retics on coconut chunk stuff is problematic. So, I have a buddy that actually keeps, what he does, he keeps a tub of coconut substrate in his enclosure, and the rest of the substrate is paper. I think that's a really good, easy way to do it. The snakes can kind of like burrow in and get humidity, all the benefits of the coconut, but then they can get out of it as well. Just feed it over there. It's pretty easy.
Amy B. crowdfunding the container move. No dance with the 25 bones.
Oh man! All right, Thomas, get on it. Go.
All right.
Go,
That's a
start
lot of
moving 'em.
pressure.
We don't want
Wait,
to hear
start
crashing.
moving up. Start moving up.
Yeah, you gotta move it. Just scoot them all over to the other side by the sink. Yep. Rob's gonna love it if I give him more rules about how to do dishes. He'll think that's really awesome if I say, "Hey, stop boxing in all of our stuff." So here it is, Layla. I'm fairly new here. What's our absolute favorite snake in the collection? Do you know what my absolute favorite snake is, Thomas? That's a really tough question. Ooh, that is a good one. I don't think I have an absolute. Well, James is pretty stinking cool. Absolute favorite. I have
like the most nostalgic. Like, which one do you feel the most rewarding?
I have favorites for each different. Why are you standing here? I can handle the camera.
I'm just.
You got tubs to
changing
move.
your composition.
$25, buddy. Tubs. Get on it. Snap. You're on the clock.
I quit. God, this is prison. I'm just quoting Rob.
This boy is one of my favorites. His name is Duran. Go figure. But like one of my very first retics ever when I was a kid was a wild-caught Jampea island that hated me. And so to be able to breed pure Jampeas, they were,
What is
if
the
you talk...
example you use? Say it.
What's that?
What's the example you always say when you talk about breeding Jampes?
What's that?
It was like restoring my
first car. So, yeah, I had a Jampea, and that kind of took me down the lifelong quest of the dwarf and super dwarf retics. And these were considered kind of like the less desirable or common ones whenever they were being imported because they come from a bigger island. But they are just absolutely stunning. Look at the color and contrast on this thing. And this is in our crummy lighting, guys. Go on our Instagram. You can look at some of the Pure Jam pictures that we have on there. They're so beautiful. So he's one of my favorites for the nostalgic reason. I always say that that's my favorite locality, even though it's because it's like I just happened to buy one when I was a kid. I was like, hey, you know what? I want a retic, but I don't want one that gets giant, so I got a Jam, and that's just what we happen to have. So yeah, that one was pretty cool. I'll tell you who I'm falling in love with right now. I mean, I love the concept of these ever from the beginning, but my male goat line. So Sulawesis are a classic large locality of retic, and we bred that. It's like the yellowhead, inky black kind of retic. We bred that locality down in size using Karampa and Kalatoa bloodlines. But look how much like a Sula this looks. It's got the wavy black neck, the little, kind of characteristic donuts there, the thick black lines, but it's the size of a tiny little Sula baby. I mean, this snake is 6 months old. It's still not as big as my pinky. So we took our female that we knew shrunk bloodlines down dramatically, and we put it to the prettiest Sula. To get this guy's dad, I just wanted a Sulawesi that was good enough looking and different enough from the... Whoa, buddy. That I bought an entire clutch full of Sulawesis. I think there was 36 of them, and like sold them and everything, and picked off the ones that I wanted just to get a good enough one to be worthy of that project. And I've got some beautiful females. That's what I plan to keep. But that male, I am absolutely in love with it. Look at this guy. Careful, buddy.
We did it. Where are the corn snakes at?
Careful.
Where are the corn snakes at?
It says we got a super chat dance. Oh, we do have a super chat dance from Lily. Thank you, Lily.
Gary, let's go.
Well, we gotta wait for a super chat. Don't.
This thing is made. This thing dropping. We dropped it twice today. It's the loudest noise ever.
So everybody wants to see Pebbles all the time.
Everybody wants to see Pebbles, he said.
Because we literally have like 500 Superdors and like 2 other snakes, and those are the ones everyone wants to see. So I got Pebbles here. It's my little rock python. She's being hissy today. We hear? You hear that? She never strikes, but she talks a lot. She's like my little Rottweiler. She'd be like, rah, 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 and people that didn't know her would freak out. You hear her? Huffing and puffing over there?
Let's get the mic.
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Snake ASMR.
You'll have to text in, but yeah, cute little rock python. Goofy impulse buy, and it's not like I don't know. I don't know what an African rock python is. I've had them before, adults, big ones. I know they're large and in charge and all that. I just kind of missed them, so I bought one. It was really dumb, but well, it wasn't really dumb. I love her, so what do I care? Super chat dance. We got Lily. All right, let's see it. See what you got here, Lily. Go.
Copyright is definitely getting cold.
I'm okay with that. I said, send in a video with your kids or your dogs. So you got your kid dancing with your dog. That was perfect. Good job, Lily. That was awesome. If the rest of you guys want to be on a super chat dance, text me. You have my video, my phone number's in the chat, on the website, everywhere apparently. So you'll have to check it out. This is what I wanted to show you. These guys hatched last night and just came out of the egg. So a lot of you guys know, you're probably familiar with Scarlet. I wanted to have a scaleless snake. She's in blue right now. So I kind of bought this thing for my kids. So it's a Tessera, which is the only, as far as I know, the only incomplete dominant gene in corn snakes. She's in blue right now. But she's 50% OKT, scaleless, Tessera head anery, right? And so she's a beauty. And then so that is my boy Garrison's snake. And then my daughter Riley got a male pure OKT. And so we bred the two together. I can show that's Bourbon. Oh no, not Bourbon. I'm sorry. Man, I'm getting the names wrong. It's Dark Vampirine is Riley's snake. So this is Dad. The OKT corn. I love those checkered bellies. Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
That's super cool. So, good looking OKT. Not the best I've ever seen.
Fun fact, the only snake I've ever been bitten by was that one right there.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. We can fix that. We can help you get bit by more. So we bred them together. That makes 75% OKTs, which is not the way corn snake people talk, but whatever. It's the way I talk. And they're 100% het scaleless, posset entries.
Oh
But
my
check it
gosh.
out.
I haven't seen these yet.
Just hatched. So my kids were super stoked. They cut all the eggs, and we got 2 little babies, and they're both little tesseras. They have really, really high percentage OKT locality. Tessera. You can see here. Let's bring them over here. I'll bring her out in the light. I think it's 2 female. I don't want to go crazy sexing them until they're a little bit bigger, but this doesn't really matter to us. But you can definitely see the OKT influence. Honestly, I think she's a better looking OKT than her old man, the pure, because like look at the nice black. It's really hard to see. She's so small, but she has very wide black borders. Super cute. Look how tiny that little head is. Isn't that cute?
That's super cute.
Yeah. You like it? There you go.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, don't drop it. It's a day-old baby. What do you think, Thomas? Thomas is not like snake person extraordinaire.
No, but I like snakes. I just am scared. I feel like I'm gonna break it.
Hey, we got a super chat. Don't break it, but do a super chat dance. Go. Jennifer Muir says, "Long live the live streams." Hold on, I lost it.
Love the live stream. Thanks for sharing all your knowledge on these beautiful snakes. We have a corn snake.
Here it is.
I'm just gonna do a one-sided dance.
Nice one, Thomas. All right, we'll put this one away. Maybe we should name the corn snakes. My kids would probably get mad.
Yeah, they should probably be there for that.
Lot of OKT in that little snake. Nice tessera, het scaleless. So pretty stinking cool as far as corn snakes go. A lot of fun. I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with the scaleless corn snakes. I thought they'd be a little bit finicky or whatever. I wanted to find out for myself. Is this their hide? You think that hide is big enough?
It's like a castle for them.
It's a giant retic, yes. That does nothing. I guess you can climb on it. But I'm super impressed. They're like, we don't do anything special for her mom at all, and she does great. So, yeah.
Hey, now's your time to get in snake requests.
Anna Kevlin had a question though,
Oh,
super
really?
chat question. She wanted to see
Okay,
Tanya, who I think is over here right now. Let me see. Anna loves Tanya. So Tanya is a really cool example of what the different localities do. Tanya is just a tiger, which is kind of like the most basic and classic of retic morphs. But she came from a really beautiful, super clean Jampea, that little one I had out earlier. A Jampea tiger, so 50% Jampea tiger, bred to our pure Madu male. So we made this Madu tiger, and look at those giant, clean, crazy patterns. Tigers like this are like once in a lifetime good looking animals, and we're hoping to make it more times in a lifetime, because if we can keep her back and grow her up, what I'd love to do is maybe breed her to one of our pure Madus again. And this is kind of what I was talking about, favorite combos. It's not so much about, oh look, I got a 5-gene snake. It's like, how perfect and different can I make a tiger retic with all these different island influences? So a lot of times people say they can't tell the difference between a lot of the localities and stuff like that. But honestly, I feel like very few of them actually have all the localities. When we sit, I mean, Thomas, you're not like historically a snake person. You came here for a video job, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell the difference between, say, the Karampas and the different Kalatoas and stuff like that.
I could tell the difference between a Slayer and a Karampa.
There you go. See? So,
But I would call a Kalatoa a Karampa on accident and vice versa.
You think so?
Well, the adults. The babies are easier to tell.
Yeah. Well, because
Super
you know
chat
those ones.
From John Feely.
Woohoo!
You know
What's
what I
up,
want
John?
to see is Garrett do a snake dance. Love you, bro.
A snake dance. You weirdo. I don't know why you... I hope you had record on for that. Freaky John Feely. John, I heard you're going to get your butt kicked in Texas. Are we allowed to talk about that live? That's what I heard. I heard they're staging a charity match, fighting match, right? What's up with that, John? You want to tell us in the comment section? But yeah, Little Bird told me they said that you were not the safe bet that if I were a betting man, I should definitely bet against you in this charity fight. So I don't know what that means. Wasn't my words.
He says,
I love you.
Talk about it.
But yeah, I might. I might be into watching you get beat up too. You're into watching me do snake dances, so you know.
That's pretty freaky.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, we're very open and accepting, you know. Get your free
Thank you,
phone.
Minion, says the tiger is fire. It's really cool. It's fun to see what that, like, I have not seen very many Madu tigers. They've got a few of them in Europe, and I always loved them. So to, have made our own over here, that was a breeding project with my buddy Andrew Acevedo. And both of us were just like, holy cow, what happened here? This thing is beautiful. Way better than we expected. So you got to hold that stuff back and see how it turns out later,
John wants to know how the bike's running. I don't know.
John, the bike, the motorcycle, I have to ask Rob. You mean this?
Wow.
You mean this bike right here? I actually have so at our trade show booth, we had a motorcycle for the kids to come hang. We have a kind of a large and extravagant trade show booth, but I have a Harley Davidson that I put in there. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, it's a little source of contention here. I miss my bike, but I sold it to Rob, who also loves it. I actually had, this is how deep this goes. I had a dream the other night that Rob was in my driveway washing my motorcycle. And then I told him about it the other day, the next day, because it was a kind of a weird to be dreaming about your employees like that. And he said the weirdest part was he actually did wash his motorcycle that same day. And I don't know what strange, jealous, connection we have through the motorcycle, but the motorcycle is running great for Rob. And I got to ride it once, and all I did was air up his tires because I noticed his tire pressure was low and said, "Come on, Rob, you gotta be safe, buddy." So I aired up his tires.
Who's gonna clean my snakes if you die?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. On the Patreon post, Tristan Cowder wanted to know, explain why dwarfs and super dwarfs are clearly the superior pet snake, reptile, and everything else. But here's the thing: we have a video coming out about that.
What's that?
Well, I was just mentioning that in the Patreon post, Tristan Cowder asked, or he said, explain why dwarfs and SDs are clearly the superior pet snake, reptile, and everything else. And we do have a video coming out in probably it's our next video.
No, it's coming up on Friday, bro. You better hurry up.
Yeah, you're right. I was like, I'm working on it right now. Like,
if you're on Patreon, you get to see it a day early on Thursday. If not, it's up on Friday. We actually have a whole video. Our top 5 reasons that superdwarfs are like the coolest. And we're kind of messing around. We talked about it with Adam from Wiccan's Reptiles when I was up there at Snake Discovery doing a top 5 video. And going off of Clint's video and stuff like that. So we kind of talked about some of the different attributes that I really like about superdwarfs, why they're the best for me. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it to that one on Friday for you, Tristan. You can watch that one and
you can watch
tune in,
Thursday,
see what's up. Oh, yeah, Tristan gets to see it.
If the rest of you guys are on Patreon. Now, I like it when I can lean in and just whisper like I'm behind you.
Go ahead.
If the rest of you guys are on Patreon, you can see it on Thursday, too.
Amy B says we should 1099 Clint for his last Superdwarf vlog. Yeah, I mean, I would, except that I hooked him up pretty nice on his Superdwarf, so I don't feel too guilty. Clint's a good guy. We shout him out on this channel all the time. It just doesn't do as much. So, good times. But honestly, G.I. Joe that you guys met, and we'll have him on here again.
Well, they're gonna meet. They're gonna meet again tomorrow.
What's that?
In the video. He's in the
G.I. Joe's in the video on Friday too. But he's the guy, if you're sending emails right now to info@Out Reptiles asking about the snakes that we have for sale or wanting to get a superdwarf, or even just planning about it, trying to figure out, pricing and availability and all that kind of stuff. He's the guy that you'll be talking to on that stuff. So he's active duty military. He's stationed in Korea right now. So he's actually answering you from Korea, which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah, it's good stuff.
All right, another question from the Patreon post.
Let's hear it.
Alan Jones asked, do you think
What's up,
consistent handling of adult female SD negatively impacts their likelihood of breeding?
That's actually kind of an interesting question. I think if you don't have a relationship with that female where she enjoys you, yeah, it could, because you're just adding undue stress. But anybody that owns Superdwarves understands what I'm saying, that like it's not. Some people think anytime you interact with a reptile, it's stressing out the reptile. I think that depends on the species. There's some species that are just terrified of humans, but those Superdwarves, like you open it, you put your hand out, they want to come cruise out. They're very confident, you know. And if you have that kind of relationship with that animal where you raised her up and she's kind of your baby and you guys hang out all the time, I wouldn't take that away from her just because it's breeding season. Now, I probably would be very, very careful and limit the amount of handling I do for the 2 months that she's actually gravid and loaded with eggs. Because, yeah, I mean, you don't want to drop her or anything. It's kind of like take it easy, ladies, you know, in the last month of your pregnancy or whatever type of a deal. But other than that, I think if you have a good relationship with your animal, you know, and she's sweet and she loves you and you guys put all that stuff together, then interacting with them, you know, while they're breeding is awesome. You know, I don't know. I think it's awesome. Vitamin Magic Echo. Hello. How are you? What else we got, Thomas? Questions from the community post. So you guys want to jump on, like, if I didn't get to your questions in the chat, please jump on and do that next week. That will give us kind of fodder for the conversation next week. And if you guys are watching right now and if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like button. That would help us out a lot.
Subscribe button if you were.
Thomas would like.
If you're strangely not subscribed and you're here, first off, that's. It is what it is. There's a lot of words that flowed through my mind.
Like, subscribe, blah blah blah
Exactly.
blah blah. We're just glad to have you guys here. I appreciate you guys' support.
So. It is always fun. Hey, Alex is a game.
See you later, Nico. Have a good one. Hey, Alex. What's
How
up?
do you say? Is it a game? Did I say it right?
What? Agamids.
Agamids.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's a family of lizards. It's like colubrids type of deal.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you got, Thomas?
Best advice for someone wanting to get into reptile keeping. I have 3 dogs and 4 African dwarf frogs. So my reptile experience is minimal at best. That was Rebecca Driver on YouTube.
Try to narrow down a species that you think is going to be good for you, and then surround yourself with people you can tell are passionate about that species. In the beginning, do whatever they say. Even if it seems weird or you think you have a better idea, concede to the professionals, you know. So pick the species, talk to breeders that, not just people that are peddling or selling snakes. Anybody can go on an online classified and find someone that's selling something. Find somebody that's contributing to that and trying to do it, and then see if you can learn from them as much as you can. Do everything they say, and then once you're experienced enough and you've been learning from your animals for a good period of time, you can start to deviate and experiment in ways that you think will be beneficial to your animal. But to start, pick a cool species you think you have a high likelihood of being successful with. Plan to keep it for the life of that species. Hook up with someone that's passionate about it, and go from there. All right, Thomas, Super Chat dance.
That's you, man. I danced twice.
I did.
Oh, man, I danced once.
I'll check my phone. I don't think I have anymore. Let's see.
I feel stale.
Oh.
All right,
Super
we're just
Chat.
going to go
On the
back.
spot. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Murillo, what's up? Since OGT corn snakes originally came from South Carolina, I think one of them should be named Caroline. Just saying. I will put in that request for you. I'm gonna let my children be the total, you know, start and finish of that whole process. But I think we should probably name some snakes. Do we have any other questions?
What is the worst bite you've ever gotten? I'm always finding a snake to name.
Definitely not. It was probably from a horse and not a reptile at all. But here's a little scar. Can you see my thumb?
Yep.
Out of the literal thousands of bites that I've gotten. See that little shiny mark right there? Literal thousands of bites from not always small retics. This one was from about a 16-foot female that weighed over 100 pounds. That's the worst bite that I've ever gotten. It cut me a little bit. The truth of the matter is, if you get bit by a dog, their teeth are made to hurt you. Snakes' teeth are made to hang on through fur and feathers, and they don't do a lot of, like, physical damage. So they're scary for a lot of people, but not for me. That's well within my comfort zone, getting bit by a snake. And so if you take the scary factor out, they're really not bad at all. I mean, honestly, I would rather get bit by pretty much any one of my retics than stub my toe. You know, like, it's really not that bad.
Here, last question before we go name some snakes. Alex's Agamid says, in your experience, have you had more success using designated hotspots for your snakes, or do you aim for ambient heat only, like Terry Phillips' method?
Nope, designated hotspots. Retics have a huge wide range. They are able to take advantage of a lot of stuff. I think if you had a very specific snake, like I would do the Terry Phillips thing probably if I had green tree pythons. You know what I mean? They're in a very kind of like ambient type of microclimate. Retics use all kinds of stuff, so I give them a hotspot of just under 90, 88, 89,
Here, take this.
90
I'm gonna
degrees.
get the tape.
And then I have a cool. What's that? Yeah, green tape. I've got a. No, I don't. I need a Sharpie too. So yeah, and then the cool side on Retics a little cooler than most people think. Usually mid 70s, 76, 75. So I give them that like 88, just where they can kind of curl up in it, like almost like a pointed basking spot. All right.
Give you the rundown.
Okay, so here's how it works. If you guys haven't joined this channel before, see all these green names? These are names that you guys have picked that I thought were cool. You drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video.
The chat section.
The chat right here. And Thomas is just going to read them out. And one that, you're just going to throw stuff out there. And if it sticks, it sticks. So here's some examples. My Madhu male, the dad of Tanya over there, who is also named. His name is Manly. We've got Spotley, Chunky Monkey, Tarzan, Duran, Goldie Hawn, Pan, Kevin Snaken, Natalia, Goldilocks, Blue Steel, Snowflake, Cinder, Mr. Clean, Olaf, Duesenberg, Harley. We got a bunch of them. So I told you guys in this live stream that the Jampayas are some of my favorite. I have 2 females here. I actually have 3. Should we do 3? We'll just make it a 3 for 1. So I have 3 female pure island Jampayas sitting right here without any names, and that's ridiculous because they're already almost they're going to be 2 years old right in a few months here. Super chat.
Snake
Let's do
dance
it.
With a snake.
Woo! Snake dance with a
Austin
snake.
Jones says, "Hey, just bought my first retic from you. Could I possibly see him? It's an Annery Tiger."
Oh man, we gotta show that. Let's see if I can find it. Austin Jones. This is a pure Jampaya. We're going to do 3 female pure Jampayas while I look for Austin's snake. Hold on 1 second here. Austin. Where are you? Austin Jones. Did you just buy it? I might not even have it up here yet. Austin, I'm going to have to table that one for you, buddy. I don't have it right here staring me in the face. Yeah, if you just bought it, I probably have not gotten notified because I haven't talked to G.I. Joe in like 12 hours. So, I don't know. You'll have to do that. I'll have to.
All right, we're getting names.
Show you the other one.
Okay,
names.
We're naming this
Pure
animal.
Jampaya. Sorry, Austin. If I see it, I'll pull it.
All right, we got. Start shooting your names. I'm not gonna tell them who said it, so we don't pick favorites.
We don't
it's just
pick
gonna
favorites.
Be random.
It's actually kind of annoying that there's like 2 people that have named 50% of these.
They're just good. It's just showing who's good.
They're good.
But in that way, you don't avoid them. They
Pure
just have good
Jampaya
names.
female right here. Check her out, guys. She's almost 2 years old. Beautiful animal. I love these like little side spears. What are the names?
Okay, we got Mama Cats, Fiona Fierce, Fifi for short, Jasmine the Jampaya, Mahalia, Mrs. Clean, since you have a Mr. Clean.
I like Fifi. We'll do Fifi for this girl.
We've got through 3 names, bro.
Hold
Phoenix,
on.
Tabalu.
That's it. Sometimes when it's right, it's right. Fifi for this one. Where's my tape? Fifi. Where'd you put the tape?
I said it there. You moved it.
I totally
You probably put it up top.
That's
why Rob can't find anything.
Where it is. Whoa. What are you giving all this behind the scenes information?
Where
You gotta
did
wait
you
for
go?
us to have like a vlog channel. Here it is. Fifi. Alright. Fifi. Okay, keep them coming, guys. We got 2 more. Let me pull the next one out and I'll show her.
I'll just start from where we left off in a sec once you get
Alright, go ahead. She's right here. Come here, baby.
Let's see. We gotta see it. We gotta see the goods.
Okay, this one is like a way more reduced pattern. People are going to look at it and be like, that looks the same, Garrett.
All right. No,
but this one's super fine and dainty.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go through it. Let's see. Wanda, Wendy, Willow, Phoenix, Tabaluga, Janine, Talulu, Tina,
Janine.
Julie, Rouge, Mitzi, Patty, Maxine, Laverne, a.k.a. Andrew's sisters, They're doing it in triplets a little bit. All right, Mercedes, Jamba Juice, Katara, Dolores, Tallulah.
I like Maxine. Maxine, it
Alright,
is. Oh, by the way, guys, so if you shoot us an email and you just say, hey, I was on the live, I named one of your snakes, I'll take a picture with one of these guys and we'll just send it over to you
we'll
and say
pop it
thanks.
on our Instagram if
This
you
is,
so desire.
this is getting
on our
bad,
story.
bro. My Lyme's disease is kicking in or something. Now where did I put the Sharpie?
Rob
Oh,
and I
wait.
talked today. We don't
found
think
it.
exists.
Maxine, Lyme's
We
disease
think
doesn't
you're
exist.
just holding out.
If you guys want to go watch the last video of me when I was hanging out with Brian Barczyk and half my face didn't work, I don't think you can really deny that.
I'm saying
doesn't
this time
exist.
around.
Oh, this time.
This
Oh,
time
okay.
around, you might
Maxine,
just be
one
fronting.
more. Yeah,
All right, let's
probably.
see you guys.
I'm probably mostly honest, and then sometimes my stories are fake.
Yeah,
Woo!
people went to effort.
Okay,
to name
this
them in
one's-
trios.
I know. I'm totally like ignoring them.
All right.
Okay, so we got Fifi, Maxine, and then this girl's
Okay.
gonna have some really nice contrast.
Jane, Onyx, Fancy, Lacey, Sprite, Gigi, Jampy, Yolanda, Angelica, Ruga, Kitty, Stella, Parker, Waffles, Pink, Rachel, Gorgeous Girl, Gigi for short, Phaedrius with a PH. Did you already do the emails for the last naming?
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, guys. Summer,
We may not- did we? Did we
Prism,
send them to- I know we got the pictures.
Sparkles, Davina, Jolene,
We already have a Jolene. We have a Gigi. We have quite a few of these names actually.
Freckles, Lacey, Bertha, Wendy, Spring, Cruddy Putt,
Look at these cool like
Sude
little
with
melty
a
things.
T,
She's got really cool like jagged tail.
Cool
pattern.
Noodle, Lacey, Crystal, Momo, Beatrix, Wendy, Evie, Heavy.
Beatrix. I don't know why. Fifi, Maxine,
Aw,
Beatrix.
2 weeks in a row.
Sounds
Hannah
good.
Lily.
Really? Wow. Wow.
Sorry, I didn't shout out who said the other ones, but if you leave us an email, we'll most likely shoot you an email
Well,
back.
most likely.
No, there's
Listen to
100.
this
We're,
guy.
we're still working
Hey,
the system out.
Thomas is going to
We're-
make sure
we're
that I
working
take
the
pictures
system out.
and email. He's going to watch over my shoulder. He's going to tell me who did
And
them.
then we're gonna
Send it to
Okay.
info@reachoutreptiles.com.
Throw their Instagram tag in there too if they want us to
Oh,
shout
yeah.
it out on our story.
Yeah, we can do that on our story as well. So we've got Fifi, Maxine, and Beatrix. If that was you guys, you named my snakes. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to jump over to our Patreon Discord and hang with those guys for a while. I want to thank you guys all for joining us. Thank you so much for the support. We love what we're doing here, and I absolutely love being allowed to have you guys be a part of it. So thank you very much. We'll catch you next time.